Hi guys, Rishi Sunak isn't an intelligent Prime Minister or even a clever politician, as his spinelessness steals from him opportunities to take the fight to the Labour Party, or at least to put some of the scandals and problems behind him. Polling expert Sir John Curtice explained when he appeared on LBC how things are not going well for the Tory leader, and this week he missed an open goal, which may come back and harm him in the future. But can Rishi Sunak dig himself out of this hole? Have a listen.
The polls have been shifting again this week, whether it's anything to do with economics as opposed to perceptions of the Conservative Party over Partygate, perhaps is another matter. But the Conservatives, which were running at around 29% and have been running at around 29% for some weeks, about 15 points behind Labour, they seem to have slipped in the last four polls, all of them done basically since the release of the Privileges Committee report on Boris Johnson and misleading the House of Commons over Partygate. It's gone down to 27%. The Tories now 19 points behind, and they're almost back to where they were when Mr. Sunak became Prime Minister. It is perhaps a reminder that this issue does still seem to have potentially resonance with the public, and that maybe the Prime Minister in the longer one will regret not perhaps having taken the opportunity that yesterday afforded for him to begin to put some distance between himself and Mr. Johnson.
When he talks about yesterday, he means Monday here. But there was an opportunity there for Rishi Sunak to put all of this to bed. He could have come to the House of Commons and said, I fully support the findings of the Privileges Committee. I fully support their report that Boris Johnson lied to Parliament, he lied to the committee, and he attempted to, or apparently attempted to intimidate members of the committee. And then it would have been over. But he's too spineless to do that. I'd put this down to cowardice. It's not him playing 4D chess. It's not him saying, okay, if I take this move, this is what the consequences could be. No, I just think he's really, really weak. And I'm not saying that because I disagree with him politically. I think he is actually really extremely weak. He's not able to stand up to people within his party, and he's certainly not able to stand up to Boris Johnson. Now, this is gold for the Labour Party, because they can now use this against the Prime Minister and show that, yes, he is weak. He shouldn't be running the country. He can't stand up to members of his own party, and he can't even stand up to an ex-MP, somebody who's no longer a member of the House of Commons. He's too afraid. Now, whether that's actually what Rishi Sunak is doing is irrelevant, because that's what the public see. And it will be Labour writing the narrative. They will be saying, look, the Prime Minister is weak. The Prime Minister can't stand up to people in his own party. He can't stand up for the country. He can't stand up for Parliament. I think this would be a strong message. Boris Johnson is able to run roughshod over Parliament, run roughshod over the public, and he faces no real punishment. And his own party are running away from him. And the Prime Minister, who should be standing up to this, is hidden, is gone, is nowhere to be found. So I think this is the message that the Labour Party and the opposition can be pushing, that Rishi Sunak is incapable of standing up to members of his own party, and even Boris Johnson, who's no longer a member. It's damning, and rightly so. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.